Thanks for tuning in to Bitches Be Cray. Just a quick reminder, everything we share on this show reflects our personal experiences and what's worked for us. We're not healthcare professionals, so if you or someone you know is dealing with a medical or mental health concern, please reach out to a qualified professional for support. What's up, bitches? Welcome to Bitches Be Cray. I'm Amanda.
And I'm Nancy. Today we're going to be talking about ChatGPT.
Yeah. So we've reached the stage of life where asking our phones for help with rashes, jobs, parenting contracts, and how to organize a damn spice drawer is totally normal.
I feel like I've replaced everything in my life with ChatGPT.
I mean, I consult it on a daily basis.
I literally, me too, for everything. I'm like, I've actually seen like this in Spanish. It's like a skit, and it's this guy's like, will you marry me? She's like, give me a minute. She's like, ChatGPT. This guy's asking me, what should I do?
Oh my
and
God.
it's crazy.
Like, I totally understand doing that, like if you're by yourself trying to figure out situations, but
Yeah.
I don't think being in the middle of a conversation with someone, especially something like that, but I'm sure people are doing it.
I have done it.
Be like, excuse me, I don't know how to respond to this. Let me consult ChatGPT.
You know, I have a friend who was going through a tricky thing and like asked ChatGPT like what to say to the person.
Yeah. I mean, I get it. Why not? If you have help, might as well use it. It's out there.
Mhm.
All right. Well, let's just dive right into the hard stuff. How are we using ChatGPT for like mental health and emotional support?
I love ChatGPT because obviously I can tell you, but you love me, or I can tell my cousin, but she loves me, or my sister-in-law, but she loves me. ChatGPT don't give a fuck about me. They don't give a fuck. I'll be like, you're a dumb bitch.
Does it tell you that?
No.
I wondered if you programmed it to be like, look, if I'm being
program, like ChatGPT, you know what? Let's ask him right now. I'll be like, ChatGPT. Let's see let's see what he says. He also my niece did tell me and bring me to my attention that me giving ChatGPT a gender, is crazy. Chat, will you tell me when I'm being a dumb bitch? A dumb bitch. Let's see what she says. Only if you really want me to.
Right.
And even then, I'll do it with love and clarity, not cruelty. My job isn't to shame you, as to help you see the things clearly, make you feel empowered. I do want you to.
Be real.
So I feel like that's why I really like ChatGPT, because like there's things where I could be like, hey, what do you think about this? And you don't want to hurt my feelings, so you might sugarcoat it. But ChatGPT is like, no, you dumb bitch. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Go home. Get in the car. Turn it on and right away.
Right.
I feel like that's why I love using it. And I feel like if you know me, which I hate technology. I never saw myself using ChatGPT.
What got you there?
Well, my friend in Texas, she has it for her work. She works in a company, so she uses it a lot to write speeches because she does a lot of philanthropy, whatever. I'm a foreigner. That's my thing. Anyway, so she uses it a lot for speeches, for things like that. And then she told me that I think she was in like maybe like a Zoom meeting, and somebody like alluded that they were like using it for mental health.
Okay.
And I was like, oh my God. And then I had heard first about ChatGPT from my cousin who he was working for Jägermeister, the alcohol drink or whatever, doing publicity for them.
Mm-hmm.
And he used it too. But at that point I was like, that's disgusting. And then now I'm at the point where I'm like, ChatGPT, should I go to the bathroom? You know? So I feel like that's my thing. Like I use it. I like it for mental health, especially because sometimes you're not going to see your therapist for a week.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's not like, because I actually would say I use it for like some AI therapy or like my like second therapist, right? Because obviously I'm not going to stop going to therapy because I have ChatGPT. But if there's those long stretches or something's happening immediately, like I can't text my therapist and be up her ass all day. So obviously I'm using it.
I feel like I also used it a lot with my sister's mental health problem that she had, because I didn't know what to do. That was I also used it for my breakup. But I've been through a breakup, so I know what to do. Just cry it out and get the fuck over it. But like the situation with my sister, I had never been through. So I feel like it even helped me. Like it recommended places. It researched places for me. It rated them. It told me what people were saying about them. Like,
yeah, that's really helpful because if you're in a place where you need to make a decision quickly or a big decision about something like that, like you don't want to have to go out and find all these little individual pieces of research. Like ChatGPT will just pull it right in for you.
I will say though, be careful because it did make errors.
Oh yeah, it definitely can make errors.
Yeah, and it did. So when it came to that, like locations, places, it made errors. But that's how I use it for my mental health.
Okay. I think for me, like sometimes I'll be thinking about something and I'm like, am I overthinking this? Like, am I spiraling? Am I going to over-explain this? And I'll ask it. And sometimes it's like, no, you're very valid for feeling that. And sometimes it's like, yeah, this is a situation you're overthinking.
I feel like mine's always validating me.
Yeah, they do a lot. But that's when, like what we were talking about earlier, I'll literally say, I need you to be honest with me. Am I overthinking whatever it is? And it'll be like, yeah. And I'm like,
well, I'm sorry you feel that way. That must have been so hard. And I'm like, shut the fuck up. I'm not used to that kind of talk.
All right. What about when it comes to like health, wellness, like routines for, getting your life in shape or something?
Guys, I literally took a picture of my face. I went to Mexico, and in Mexico, every time I drink the water there, because we have well water. So every time I drink the well water, I get like spots in my face. So I got one over my mustache and it was so bad. So I took a picture and I was like, ChatGPT, how am I aging? And it said, that motherfucker went through like every speck of my fucking face. He was like, you have like, I think the pigmentation over your lip, your sunken eyes, this and that. But at the end of the day, it told me that I was aging very well. And
it told you were beautiful.
It was like, you're amazing.
Of course.
No, it literally was like, yes, you do have all these things on your face, but they're all circumstantial. They're not aging. Like drink more water. Like, I guess, and it gave me like a routine to like take away like the sunspots that I had on the water spots that I had on my above my lip. Like it just gave me like so many tips, so many ideas about how to take care of my skin. And I was just like blown away.
Yeah, I don't think I've asked it quite that, but I have taken a picture. I had a rash from like either a lotion or a curl cream. I wasn't sure because where it was on my body, both things had been there, like back to back. I got out of the shower and I was putting, the creams on. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm dying. And I'm like, who's going to help me? Because I was home alone. I'm like, chat, you'll help me. So I like took a picture and it's like, yeah. And it's like, what did you use? And it's like asking me these questions. And I'm like, I use this. It has these things. Like I took a picture of the ingredients and everything. They're like, it could be one of these items. And then the curl cream is like, and it was like saying, oh, this particular what ingredient was in both of these. So it's possible it's that. So it was like really just trying to help me like figure out what was this rash. Or not even, it wasn't a rash. Why am I saying a rash? It wasn't a rash. It was more like just my skin looked like it was like on fire. It was like really pink, like almost like a really bad sunburn that happened like in a snap. Like I was definitely having a reaction of some sort. And I'm like, chat, please help me. And then everything was fine.
He fixed it. He fixed it. I actually, cause I've been body coating. So I body coated myself and it said that I had a fungus candida in my gut. And I was like, ChatGPT, make me a detailed quiz that will determine whether or not I actually do have an overgrowth of candida in my gut. Turns out I do. And it also told me that when you have an overgrowth of candida, you need to cleanse your liver because on the die-off process, your liver is going to go to a big strain because all those toxins from your gut are going to be cleared through the liver. So your liver needs to be in top shape in order to, if not, you're going to have severe die-off symptoms. So and I uploaded all the things that I'm going to use for my detox and it rated them and told me they were great. It was awesome. Just fucking awesome. Like I love them.
Yeah.
I love ChatGPT.
I don't, in terms of like pains that I've had, I haven't asked it if I have any, whatever you said you have there.
Candida?
I've never even heard of that.
I'll tell you about it after we.
Okay. But earlier this year, I think it was like February, I don't even know what I did. I don't know if I hurt myself during a workout, like lifting, or like during a yoga stretch went wrong, or just random, but my back hurt so bad. Like I couldn't really get out of bed for a few days. And for the most part, it's healed now. But every now and then, or certain like positions, if I'm like sitting a certain way or laying a certain way, I can feel some pain in my lower left backside and also something in my left arm. I feel like the whole left side of my body.
That sounds like sciatica.
My whole left side of my body is falling apart.
That sounds like sciatica.
Well, maybe it is.
If you have pain that runs through your arm, through your leg.
Well, they didn't come at the same time. Like this, the arm thing is more recent. I feel like I did something working out, or I'm injured from working out in the past.
Because when my sciatica started, it only hurt my back. Mm-hmm. And then it gradually went up my back. And then it gradually became from here all the way to the bottom of my foot.
Yeah, because I don't want that for sure. But I'm like,
nobody does.
I'm like, chat, hi, I'm hurting. What's up? And it gave me a routine for these like stretches to do. Well, for me, I just call it they them. I haven't decided, or I didn't. I'm just like,
I need a man.
I'm just like, whatever. I'm just like a chat. I just call it.
I need a manly figure in my life.
Chat, whatever it is, gave me.
I'm gonna name her.
I tried to name mine, and then in a different thread, it forgot that we came up with a name. So I like.
He did?
Mine was a she. And
he forgot.
Yeah, we had now they connect the threads though. This was before the threads were connected.
Oh, because I
referred to it in another. I'm like, hey, remember how we're friends now? And I gave you this name, and it's like, no. And I'm like,
dumb bitch.
I'm like, we spent an hour coming up with all these questions. Anyway, okay. So chat gave me a routine of stretches for my arm and my back, and I was doing them, and I do think it helps. It was nice to have that. Another routine I wanted to set up like a workout routine between like the different body parts I want to work out, all of them. But I wanted it to just come up with which day should I do which things, and it's like a little
like a split
personal trainer. Didn't you say you used it for that one?
Yeah, I did.
Too?
It made me my own routine, and it actually, when I was in Mexico having a breakdown, it literally planned a 6-month glow up. Where I would lose 20 pounds and be more beautiful, smarter, healthier, and better. It said, I said, ChatGPT, actually, you know what? Let me read it because I have the thread. I have 2 ChatGPTs. I wish they could connect them together because I started one at work and then I have one on my phone and they had 2 different emails. Mm-hmm. And I just wish that I could merge them both together.
You probably can at some point.
My God, I have so many. This is ridiculous.
I had to delete a lot of mine.
Oh my God.
I probably asked it more things, but it said my memory was full, and I'm like, well, I guess I'll delete the non-important ones.
Softening my communication. Oh my God. I must have.
Okay, well, while you're looking, I'll say. So I used to use, years ago, MyFitnessPal to track, like, how many calories I was eating and workouts and all that. And then eventually, they got really popular. And so they want you to pay money for the good stuff. So I'm like, no, thanks. And then I used a different one right before ChatGPT became, like, a big public thing. But now, if I want to know how much calories but now when I want to track my food, I literally have a thread in chat and I tell it all the things I ate. I tell it the weights if I have it or the measurements. If it's from a restaurant, I tell it which restaurant it is. Of course, not all restaurants show their nutrition. So it'll like just pull from somewhere that has similar items. And I understand it's not 100% accurate, but at least it gives me an idea of my calories for the day if I want it. And I like it. And it's easy. I just literally tell it what I had and it'll break it apart for me in all kinds of ways. And it's really helpful.
This is what I put. Can you make me a 6-month glow up plan where I become more beautiful, feminine, lose 20 pounds of fat, where I thrive with my chores, work, family, friends, and being a mother? And it made me a whole glow up. And it like sectioned it from physical, emotional, and energetic. And it was like nutritional and fat loss, beauty, feminine habits, environment and energy, mind and emotional work. And it had journaling and inner child work, body code sessions because they picked it up from the other stuff.
Yeah.
And they like had like hangouts with friends. I need to do this. Social glow up. Make a weekly effort to connect with a friend. Call, work, lunch. Compliment other women genuinely to build soft energy. Limit gossip or negativity exposure to protect radiance. But I fucking hate that because women are gossipers. Shut the fuck up. That's feminine.
But remember, I told you someone I know who's really feminine, and she's not a gossiper.
She's boring.
My therapist says that people can try to connect, like if you don't know how to connect with someone, that you either be a gossiper or a complainer. And I think maybe my child doesn't really do either of those because she doesn't care about connecting with people.
Oh.
Like, not that those are the only ways to connect, but like if you're someone who has like some kind of trauma, that those may be the route you take because they're easy.
They are easy.
You know?
But I feel like I just use it for, at this point, everything that I do.
Well, you also mentioned like a face yoga routine.
Oh, yes.
What's
so
that?
I've actually heard about face yoga. I think it was a while back through someone, but I did ask for a face yoga routine. So it's basically like it gives you like a facelift, an eye lift. So it's basically like, I think one of the moves is like basically this, and it's for here.
Nancy is currently like sticking her tongue out and like doing a chew motion almost for anyone who's curious. So
it's for this part right
here. Did it give you like, how did you know how to do that? Did it give you a visual?
It gives you pictures if you want, but it gives you, I feel there's names for face yoga movements. So you can
okay.
But face yoga, apparently it's a real deal motherfucking thing. And I want to start doing it. But bitches be doing it like 3 times a week for 10 minutes in front of the mirror. And it makes you like look more youthful.
I've heard about it. I've never done it.
I've done it. It hurts.
All right. What about for beauty and appearance? Although I realize some of these could be what we already talked about. So for me, I put skincare in this category. And more so about a skincare routine because I bought the Typology products and they actually on their website, or if you get the app, like after you buy it, they will tell you the order you can use the products. But after the fact, after that routine was established, I purchased something else and I really didn't know where to fit it in. And I thought in Typology it would update and tell me. Maybe by now it has, but at the time it never did. So I'm like, I don't know where to put this. So I asked Chat to I'm like, here are the products I have. Can you tell me like what order makes the most sense? And so it did. Also, I got really into nail polishes and I was using Olive and June for a long time because I do my nails at home because I'm not going to spend an hour or so at a salon and pay all that money because absolutely not. So I do my own. And I don't know, I kind of think it's fun. It's like a little hobby now. But I was using Olive and June for a while and I really do like their products and their colors. But I found that my nails would chip pretty quickly. And I'm like, no, that took way too much time for it to chip like that. So I saw on TikTok this product called Dazzle Dry, and like pretty much every review I saw except like 1 or 2, they were really, really good. And so I'm like, well, let me just ask Chat what they think. So
what do they think?
So we had a whole comparison chart about ingredients, about how long it lasts, about the price. I mean, a whole chart about everything to compare them. And I was like, you know what? Yeah, we'll give it a try. And I'm so glad I did because I love Dazzle Dry. This is not sponsored. Dazzle Dry, if you want to sponsor me, please do. Because I like your products, but that helped. Also, the last kind of like beauty thing for me I did was color analysis. I had my color analysis professionally done, but I saw a lot of stuff on TikTok where people were saying if you don't go in person in real life, you might get an incorrect thing because they're going. I mean,
when I did mine, I had a severe tan.
Yeah, that's true. And it's like, you know what? Like, they can probably mostly figure you out. And I'm actually, in case anyone cares, I'm a soft autumn. But my skin tone is like neutral. And so soft autumns are supposed to look better in gold. But when I have like jewelry on, to me, silver actually looks better on me.
To me too.
I wanted gold to be better. I will wear both. And I'm starting to where I'm trying to. I shouldn't say used to because I still kind of do. I don't really like mixing
Me neither.
metals.
I can't.
But I'm trying to do it subtly because now I have a ring con, which ChatGPT also helped me decide which smart ring to get. And we went ring con in case anybody cares. And it's so, I mean, I'm not buying 2 of them. They're not cheap. So now I just bought a little gold, like little small dainty gold band to wear with it so that if I'm wearing gold, I feel okay. So I'm working on learning to mix metals because I see all those cute girls out there. They're mixing the metals.
I can't mix
They're
metals.
doing it.
I'm a millennial.
Me too. But I'm trying because some gold does look really good on me. It has to be a more mute, like even silver that like muted. It still has to be. It can't be like the super super bright golds. But anyway, the reason I asked it for color analysis help is because I'm like, you know what? I am not 100% sure I'm really a soft autumn. Like, I think I could be a soft summer. And, I sent pictures, and actually it told me in the end that I was a soft summer, which is what I thought I originally was. Actually, in the end, I'm like, but wait, there's this for soft. And so that's the thing also about chat, right? Like you said, it kind of goes whatever way you want.
Yeah.
I'm like, they're like, you know what? You're right. You could be. Then I'm like, no. They're like, oh, you could be. I'm like, you suck. So we've decided I'm like so on the cusp. I'm on the line that I'm not even anything. I'm my own little season of a mixture. I mean, the soft autumn and the soft summer palettes are literally so similar. Just one has cooler tone. They're both muted pastel colors, basically, for the most part, not bold, not bright. So in the end, it doesn't matter. But I had a really long conversation with Chad about what is my freaking color analysis because I didn't trust the experts.
I can't believe you.
I should go in person one day. And you know what? The thing is, I won't trust them either. They have places around here. Maybe we'll do it.
Oh, I thought it was only like in China.
I think there's one like
a murder kill us, please do. And this for me.
I think there's one like within an hour of us for sure. So I'll look into it. Maybe we'll go for real. But you know what?
We should.
Well,
let's go in the winter when I'm not tan.
Okay. I feel like I just don't believe anything. I just don't believe anything. But no, I'm willing to go. That could be fun.
You have trust issues.
Yeah, I definitely do. I think that would be fun, though. I would like to go.
It would be fun.
All right. What about in terms of food? Cooking?
Oh, my goodness.
Have you done anything with chat with that? Drinks, like whatever.
You know what I should? Because you know what my biggest problem with food is? Figuring out what the fuck I'm going to feed my 7-year-old.
Yeah, because you can literally, now I have not done this, but I've seen people do it where they will like literally go take a picture, right, of their fridge, or they'll just list like, hey, I have chicken, I have cheese, I have rice, like water. Give me like 3 options could I make from, and you can even say, make it kid friendly.
Oh, yeah, I don't think I use it I've never used it for cooking.
Really?
No.
That is actually the first thing I use chat for.
No.
Because this is funny because we had Greek today. I wanted to make Greek potatoes really badly, and I found a recipe I really liked, but I wasn't going to be making that amount, and I am absolutely awful at math. So the first thing I ever used chat for, I literally took the recipe from wherever I got it, probably like Pinterest, and I put it in there, and I'm like, hey, I have this many potatoes. I need the rest of these ingredients to match the amount of potatoes that I have. And it did it for me, and it turned out great. And I'm like, heck yeah, that's what I'm going to use you for. And so I've used it several times. If I was ever going to make anything and I needed the amounts to change, that's what I did. I did one time ask it to give me a recipe for something. I don't remember what the food was, but I think it was something I baked, not like bread, but maybe it was a biscuit. I'm not sure. Whatever it gave me the recipe for, it did not turn out good. So I don't know if I trust it on giving me a recipe, but I do trust it on helping me adjust measurements.
I've never, ever used it for that. Not even for a meal plan.
Oh, see, I have asked it for that too, because I'm like, I want to make sure I'm on track here. I'm like, and it told me like, you can have this. I'm like, I don't eat yogurt. I'm not drinking diet, anything. No. I'm like, you're going to need to adjust to that. So when you do it, just make sure if there's any certain food you absolutely don't want, just tell it. And it won't, like, you don't want to eat like raw onions. Probably. Right? Yeah. So just tell it, because it was giving me all kinds of stuff. I'm like, these sound great, but I'm not eating those. I'm like, let me let you know I don't eat these things. And so it adjusted it, and I'm like, those are great. So yeah, definitely for meal ideas. I've also used it to like compare products. Like if I recently bought a tea kettle, like it'll be like, hey, these are the things, these are the features I want. Tell me, like, find what I'm looking for out there.
As fuck. You know what my tea kettle is?
What?
Some random tea can cup my mom left from her house when she lived in America. And I have taken that shit camping. I've boiled it over, and that's what I use at work for a tea kettle.
Yeah, I mean, no, that's fine.
And I put it over a fucking stove.
Yeah.
I just boil that shit.
I specifically needed one that had temperature on it because now that I'm into bread making, like I'm doing stuff with yeast right now, not sourdough yet. And when you're like getting your yeast ready,
Why not just use the hot water from the sink?
it wants, like, a lot of recipes will give you a specific temperature, and I don't know what it is. So now my tea kettle can be used to make tea, and I can just pull it off when it gets to my temperature, and I'm good to go.
You know, I'm Mexican. I just fucking eyeball that shit.
Well, that's
and
fine.
it comes out great. When
Yeah.
has it not?
Yeah.
You know?
So, the last thing kitchen-wise I did, I tried to do this big old kitchen reorganization a few weekends
Oh, yeah, how'd
ago.
that go? That was last weekend.
Was it last weekend?
Yeah.
The weekend before?
Was it not last weekend?
I don't know. It was within the last 2 weekends.
It was last weekend.
It was recent. I literally pulled out all my drawers and took pictures and told them. And I mean, I literally took an hour and a half on my computer on chat.
You could have organized the fucking kitchen.
I know. Writing a very detailed description of where all the items in my kitchen were located because I wanted it to help me just like set up better spaces. And in the end, because I mentioned that I was starting to make bread, it's like it forgot all the other things I said. And all it focused on was making a bread space. And I'm like, no. I'm like, what about the rest? Like, it got really, really focused on. So anyway, I ended up making most of those choices by myself. But it did help me.
like a grown up.
Yeah, but it did help me think about.
Has ChatGPT become the parent of the millennial?
Ooh, that's a
Oh
good
my
question.
God. We're being parented by a fucking millennial, by ChatGPT. Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Maybe so.
I'm freaking out.
Maybe so. Our parents were absent, but the robot is here.
Yeah. Oh my God.
We're getting all the validation and all of the guidance we wanted. Like,
From my mom.
I mean, seriously, look about this. I think you did too. I have asked a advice about, like, because we're embracing our feminine.
Yeah. I'm like, how do I be a girl, ChatGPT?
Yeah, because I feel like this is something I was talking to my therapist about. I'm like, during that time where I was coming of age, trying to, because I when I was young, I was really, really girly. But like when I was turning into a woman, I do not feel like I had any guidance on how to do it. And it's like, dang. And so now here I am. But look, chat here.
Chat's like, I'm your new mommy.
Yeah. You know what?
Or your daddy.
Yeah.
Whatever you need. I'm here.
I can be whatever you want me to be. Yeah. They sure are. That's funny. Speaking of parenting, that's the next category.
Cute story. I got my period a couple of weeks ago and we were going to the pool. Renata is really weird because, I mean, I don't know, people that have kids, when I piss, I don't close the door. Because it's just me and my daughter. And she'll walk in and she'll be like talking to me while I'm peeing and shit. Here lately, it's becoming more annoying. But because when she was 1 year old, she's 1 year old. But now she's almost 8. So, and the thing is that I don't like roll up my pads and like put them in toilet paper. I just throw them in the trash. And you can see TMI. But we're in a safe space. If you don't like it, I mean, I'm sorry. Then you're in the wrong place. But anyway, my pads are in the fucking trash can with blood on it and shit. And she's seen them, but she's never commented or anything. So we're getting out of the car and we're going to the pool. And I have my tampon in my hand. And she's like, what's that? And I'm like, oh my God.
It's happening.
And I'm like, what do you think it is? She's like, I don't know. And I was just like, okay. I was like, we'll talk about it later. And she was like, why can't we talk about it right now? And I was just like, no. And like, I ignored it.
Like you didn't know what to do.
I just didn't know what to do. So, of course, while she's in the pool, I'm like, ChatGPT, what the fuck do I do? What the fuck do I do? And it said that at this age, I can start like, kind of like saying there's a thing that happens. It's for women. It's a thing that happens to women, stuff like that. Like I soft launched her period.
Yeah. Dang, I wish somebody did that for me.
Bitches, I want you to know that nobody even told me about my period.
Yeah.
Ever. I just got the period and I went into my mom's pad drawer. Thank God the lady hadn't gone. She was like 5 minutes away from menopause. She's so damn old. And I was like ready to have this fucking period. And my mom never said shit to me. Not a one damn thing. And then so I let that go. And then later on, I was doing her hair and then I had just gotten a bunch of pads. So they were on the inside and in the sink. Inside the sink. Because I have a man and a woman. And obviously I don't have a man. So all the pads were in there. And she's like, Mommy, what's that? I'm just like, God, why am I here? And I was like,
But did you already have the original conversation?
no, I hadn't had it because I haven't had it at all. I haven't had the balls.
Okay.
And then I was like, what do you think it is? She's like, do you pee yourself a little bit? And I said, I sure do. I sure do. I do.
I mean, think about it. That makes sense, right? Kind of looks like a diaper moment, maybe a diaper for a grown up.
Yeah. She was like, do you pee yourself a little bit? I was like, I do. I do pee myself. And I'm proud of it. But I did ask, and it said that maybe around age 9, I could actually tell her about the period. But right now, I just like softly start like bringing it up.
Okay.
But as she's asking more questions, I'm going to have to. I'm so afraid.
Well, I mean, think about it. Like you mentioned before, you didn't have anybody give you a conversation. So, I mean, obviously you know what it is, but it's like, how do you explain to someone when no one explained it to you? It's kind of like, that's kind of complicated for someone little to get.
And of course, my sister-in-law is like, just tell her.
God, where was ChatGPT when my son came home and asked me what a boner was? Because he was at his friend's house, like in our neighborhood, and the neighbor of the friend was like in middle school, and I think he was like in 5th grade or something at the time, 4th or 5th grade. And he came back, and I'm like, oh my God, we had to have a whole conversation in the driveway. Where was Chat then?
You told them what a boner was?
What was I going to do?
I don't know. I would freak out and run away.
I had to. We just started having the sex talk that
How old was he again?
I don't know. I think he was like 10.
Oh my God.
I mean, if I didn't tell him, he was clearly already getting information from people.
That's also my biggest, because I did ask Renetta's therapist. I'm like, what do I do?
Yeah.
You don't ever answer more than what they're asking.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it'd be like, what's a boner? You don't say, well, you get hard before you're going to go. No.
Oh my
You'd be
God.
like, you're a man and blood rushes through your penis. That's it.
Yeah.
And that's you let it go. And then you move on. And the next week, if they're like, hey, mom, what is the vagina? You know, like that. Like,
my kid has lots of questions all at one time. He's like me. It was rapid fire.
Okay. But I feel like that's what I've used it for, to try to see, instead of going to my mom, hey mom, how did you tell me about the period? Oh wait, bitch, you didn't. So now here I am talking to some fucking computer on the internet at 3:00 in the morning, crying, asking it, how do I tell my baby about her damn period?
Yeah, I mean, you're right. We are getting parented. Millennials are being parented by ChatGPT. It's sad, but it's true. I mean, I don't know. For me and so when our son started to drive, I'm like, we definitely gonna have some rules, some restrictions, at least try. So we told Chat like all that we wanted it to say, and it came up with a cute little I won't call it, what we call it, a driving contract that we went over with him, and we made him sign. And so that way, I've just learned this isn't. I mean, maybe all kids would appreciate it, but with the one that lives in my house, he needs to know ahead of time what will happen to him, because when you go, at least in the past, maybe not now that he's older, but anytime he got a consequence, he would absolutely lose it because he felt like it was very unfair and he didn't understand and blah, blah, blah. But if he knew if he knew the consequence, what would happen to him if he was late coming home, and he knew the consequence, what would happen if he got in trouble at school, like, it wasn't a surprise for him that he was going to get this consequence, because he knew in advance. So we're like, we're going to do that for driving.
You don't do that. You don't do that all the time for period. I've always done that for Renata. I'm like, if this happens, this is going to happen.
When he was really little and he first came to live with us full time, I mean, we didn't have like everything laid out. Like, if your teacher calls from school, this will be what happens to you. But we have for years now, because he would absolutely lose it.
Who wouldn't? But you would too.
Yeah, but he's a different case. He needed he needed everything to be very clear. He needed clear answers for everything. Let's see. I don't remember the exact situation anymore, but there was something that happened, and my husband and I had a different idea of what the consequences should be. So again, I don't remember what it was, but I know one of us felt like we were leaning stricter than the other. So we're like, let's ask Chat, is this too strict? Does this seem fair? Blah, blah, blah.
I feel you guys are not strict at all.
Well, tell my child that
I have told him.
He has a very different opinion of
He would
that.
not be out right now.
Well, mine is, and it's all right. But yeah, he thinks we're strict. We just have clear boundaries and consequences if you don't meet them, and they're really not even that bad.
They're not bad at all.
He'll learn that one day. Actually, he might have already learned it because somebody he knows right now, he was surprised. He's like, "Oh, you don't have a car?" And they're like, "No, my parents said the insurance is too much." And my husband's like, "Look, don't you feel pretty lucky right now that you get to have a vehicle? Because
Not everybody. Yes, that's
not
the thing.
everybody
Like,
gets to."
I feel like our children are just like these spoiled little bitches.
Oh, they for sure.
They just be like, oh, things just show up.
Yeah.
No, motherfucker, they
That's
don't.
exactly what kids think all the time.
I magicked it up.
All right. How do we use chat for work or maybe even side hustles or business support?
I've been using it to write all my quotes for my plumbing job.
Yeah.
Like, I literally be like, hey, ChatGPT, make me a plumbing quote in one paragraph, because if you don't do one paragraph, it does PowerPoint, and I just fucking want to slap that bitch. So I just, in a paragraph, and it does it. And then, guys from my body code and made me like a contract for me and the client, and and it made me a new patient intake form. It made my prayer, my intro prayer. Remember how I had the other girl's prayer? Now I have my own prayer.
Mm-hmm.
It made me my like connecting, disconnecting, and it also made me like a grounding prayer where I ground myself so I can like clear the energy. It actually helped me script the letter that I had to write my sister. Wait, I'm just so itchy. That's one of the side effects of Candida, itchiness.
Oh.
Like if your body's itchy, it means you have an overgrowth of fungus in your stomach. But anyway, at the point. ChatGPT told me that. And it also like helped me write the letter to my family member that I needed. I just feel like, I don't know. I love ChatGPT.
I find it really funny that you do, because like you,
me too.
You're so like anti.
I am. I'm anti-technology, but I'm being parented by a fucking. Now that I've had this illumination, that I'm I have a grown up now.
Yeah,
I have a grown up now telling me what to do. Like, hey, do this, and I'm like, you know what? I trust you, motherfucker, because you don't give a fuck.
I mean, yeah. When you've had to navigate your life alone, especially like adolescence and young adult, and it's nice to have somebody to ask.
It's not a real person.
To check yourself, whatever.
Fucking robot.
Whatever. It's smart. It's got info from everywhere.
From all over the world.
So there was a time where I was considering other job possibilities. Like I wanted to be a therapist. Like I think all of that's just something I'll always want, and it's just not going to happen at the end of the day, and that's fine. But I'm like, well, while I'm here, so I basically told chat, like, here are the skills I have, here's the education I have, here are the things I can do, like what jobs am I a good fit for? And it gave me all kinds of ideas. I'm like, oh yeah, we like that. And for my work specifically, my job has the enterprise account of ChatGPT, so I can be on there all day. And we actually have little like trainings about it and how we can use it and all of that good stuff. I actually created a custom GPT specifically for the team I work on. Like anybody inside of my company can use it, but it's based around the resources that we create. So that's pretty cool. I use it a lot of times to create, like, because I make educational content for customers of our software product and to train internal people when we have new like features come out. So I can use chat to help me come up with like learning objectives, descriptions, video scripts, how to reword something maybe there's a course or an article that's like kind of long or outdated. And I'm like, hey, I need to update this with new terminology or new information, or can you just make this more concise because it's really freaking long. So that has been really helpful. I was actually thinking about this the other day. If ChatGPT was around when I was a teacher, how much easier could that have made my life in some capacities? And I think it definitely would have. I'm very curious if any of my teacher friends are listening. When you see me in person or maybe text me, let me know if you're using chat for work. I'm very curious, actually.
I mean, I think there's also has to be like a fear. Because there's people that I think are going to get replaced by ChatGPT.
Oh, for sure. Actually, today I didn't read it, but I saw that there's an article out talking about the top whatever jobs at risk of being replaced by AI. So, it's going to happen. I don't know how long it's going to take, but it is definitely.
You think? I hope we see it in our lifetime.
Oh, I think we will.
I mean, not because I'm hoping that they take our jobs. No, I'm not. I just want to experience that.
I don't know if I want to. I want to.
No, I don't want to experience it. That it's going to happen to me.
Yeah, let me be in retirement before that happens, please.
No, then I don't know because that's sad. But I think it's going to happen.
Yeah, I definitely have encouraged my son to make sure he has a skill like a manual labor type
plumbing.
skill.
Everyone going to plumbing.
So that, not that a robot couldn't eventually replace that, but I think it will take a lot longer.
I think it's harder for a robot to.
He should do that, or he needs to learn a lot about computers and AI and be the one to work on. You know what I mean? Like be the one to create these things. Like it's kind of like you got to be on one of those.
Because the trades are definitely something that. But you know what I do? Oh my God! So you know how I'm gonna eventually build my house, and I asked ChatGPT. Oh my God! I screenshotted it. I asked ChatGPT to make me a house combination between Spanish, because I love the Southern homes, but I also like a good old Spanish house. So I asked ChatGPT, I don't think I screenshotted it, to make me, it even made the floor plan.
Yo, see this. Okay, so the next thing we're going to talk about is like how to use it for creative or fun things. And you didn't really say anything in this category, but that is definitely creative and fun.
Yeah. There it is. Oh my God, let me send it to you. So it made like a combination of like a Southern home, but also with a Spanish twist.
That's nice.
Did you see it?
No, not yet. But I'm just listening to what you say. Like you can get whatever you like. Oh yeah, I see it. It's cute.
So I feel like it's too Spanish for me. I want it to be a little bit more Southern.
Okay.
Like I want a wraparound porch, but I didn't have time for all that shit. But it made a legit floor plan. So. I mean, I don't know. That could replace an architect.
For sure. It's really cool, but it's also really scary.
Mm-hmm.
Like, especially for people younger than us. Because, so, yeah, I don't know what's going to happen with the job market in the future. But it's really cool and it's really helpful. Like, I would like for ChatGPT to remain a tool to help you instead of replacing you. But, of course, it's cheaper.
But it's like, okay,
cheaper if you're replaced.
But the thing is if like I'm at work and essentially I don't have to learn anything. I'm like, ChatGPT, how the fuck do I do this?
That's what's happening. I think I would actually hate to be a teacher right now in middle or high school, elementary school, maybe only the like older grades, but like. I know for a fact that there's kids out there like write me a paper about this. So now you don't even have to know how to write a paper.
But the thing is that the college that my niece was going to, they had an AI detector.
Yeah. They are having to do those for sure. But I don't have a problem with students using ChatGPT to help them, but I don't think they should be doing the entire thing for you.
Why not?
Because I think that's
honestly, let's get real. Let's get real. The only thing you need to know from school is how to read and write. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but that's one of the things is writing. If it's writing a whole entire paper for you.
But you're never gonna write a fucking pair. You're never gonna write an essay at work.
Maybe not at work if you want to have a book on the side or something like me. Like you got to know how to write.
Okay, but the people that want to write a book on the side are interested in reading and writing.
Well, yeah.
You know what I mean? If not, they're not going to be using ChatGPT. They actually enjoy it. But I do think when it comes to school, all you have to do is learn how to read and write and add and subtract. Because that's all I ever use.
Yeah.
I don't go around out doing an algebraic equation at Walmart. So, I don't know. I'm on the fence about AI. I only want to use it for my parent. Clearly.
I want it to be my mom or dad.
Both.
So something creative I use it for, like I am in a book club and I can find book club questions sometimes in the back of the book or there's a line, but sometimes I'm like, I want something about like characters or I want something specific about like the plot. And so I can be like, hey chat, here's this book I read, here's the author, like give me some questions. So I've used it to get questions for that. So that's like fun. And also, I use it for this podcast to come up with some creative titles and descriptions. And don't always use it like exactly, but it gives me ideas. And then I'm like, hey Nancy, chat says it likes these. Which one do you like?
What are we gonna name this one?
I don't know. I already have a list.
I think that we should name it something about the parenting thing now, because now we think it's parenting us.
Yeah, we can. Maybe chat will have an idea about that. I'm sure.
I'm like, ChatGPT, can you be my daddy?
Oh my god. Let's see. What else? So the other thing is like help, like for help. Like I use ChatGPT to get help. Like I mentioned, help for like, hey, my skin just caught on fire. I'm having an allergic reaction. What's going on? Help when I need to make a decision. I mentioned using it to compare different smart rings. I wasn't sure if I wanted an Oura ring, if I wanted, what's the other one called? It's gonna make me crazy if I don't know it.
I asked ChatGPT.
The ring? Oh, it could be your dad.
Do you think you're parenting me in a way? That's a real question and a fair one. I'm not here to parent you. My role is more like a guide.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like a parent. Sounds like a touche. You're right. Oh. That did sound like something wise, emotionally attuned parent might say. But here's the difference. I'm not here to raise you.
Oh my God.
To protect you from life or make life decisions for you. I'm here to reflect what you already know deep down or want help navigate. Big difference.
Oh my God. That's pretty funny then. So I used it to compare different smart rings like the Oura ring, the Ultra Human ring, or RingCon. I found a bunch of videos about it on TikTok and they showed me all kinds of cool things about it, but I wanted it to really break it down and let me know like the different prices, the different color options, the different features on the apps, paid apps versus free apps, all that good thing. And by the way, I got RingCon in case anybody cares. And so far, so good. And the battery life is excellent. So that was a win for me. Also, like I mentioned, when I considered maybe going back to school to be a therapist, I'm like, where should I go to school? What makes the most sense? Blah, blah, blah. And so it helped me compare different like online colleges and what I would have to do for like the experience and how many hours you'd have to be. And that's why I can't do it because it was too much. I don't have the time nor the money or the drive anymore for that. So that's a no. But it was really cool that it compared it all for me. Like I can just see that it can save you a lot of time, right? Because you don't have to go out and find it just gathers all the things for you.
I used to Google so much shit. Now I'm just ChatGPTing the shit out of everything.
Yeah, everything is like, I'm like, let me ask chat. Hold on, I got to ask chat. I don't know how to live anymore. Like, I really don't think a day goes by that I'm not on there.
Me too.
Every day.
This is the problem, I think.
Yeah, it's like an addiction.
I don't even know if this is okay. Like, I ask everything.
Yeah. Well, again, it's because no one took care of us.
No one showed up.
So we're trying to fill in the gaps.
Yeah, for real. I mean, I would hope that one day Renata calls me and asks me, hey, Mom, how do you make caldo? Not, hey, ChatGPT,
right.
How do you make my mom's Mexican caldo?
Oh, she's going to have a robot in her house doing it for her. What do you mean?
You're right. You're right. My robot's going to come cuddle me.
Oh, that's nice.
That's
people
sad.
People are marrying them, so.
That's gross.
Yeah, but they're doing it. We want to know, how do you use ChatGPT? Maybe you can give us some ideas we haven't even thought of. You can leave it in the comments. Also, you can connect with us over on Instagram at Bitches Be Cray Podcast. Maybe I'll even put up a little poll or something like, how do you use ChatGPT?
Absolutely. Please write comments. Subscribe. Let us know what you're thinking. Let us know if there's a topic that you guys would like us to touch base on. Let us know you're out there. Let us know someone's listening.
We're not desperate. We're just millennials.
We need validation.
Our moms and dads weren't around.
You know what? The other day, I saw a short that said, the guy was like, when you guys say that you were drinking water from the water hose, was there not a sink?
Oh my God.
And then someone stitched it and she was like, how do you guys not understand that we were not allowed in the fucking house?
Go find something to do outside.
We were not allowed in the house. We were not allowed back until dark. They did not give a fuck about where we were at, where we were drinking water, what we were doing.
You know, I always wonder how did parents back then manage themselves and have time for self care. It's because they were
It was all about them.
they were pushing the kids right on out. Bye.
It was literally, even in the movies, you could see it. It was all about them. The kids literally just in the fucking background.
Which is probably why a lot of millennials are a lot of helicopter parents.
Yeah, we're literally
right?
up our kids' ass. I feel like every minute that Renata's there and I'm not entertaining her, I feel like a legit piece of shit.
Yeah.
Because I feel like my parents literally, like, I did not exist. It was all about them and everything. It's like all about them. I was like, that's why we're over here with ChatGPT at this fucking point.
You're right. That's exactly what's happening. I wonder what my therapist would think about all the conversation I have with Chat. I'm not sure I want to tell her. I'm scared what she'll say.
She'll be like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Maybe.
Like,
just
girl,
add it to the tally of all the other things.
oh, you might need to escalate your therapy session.
If you need a robot therapist between sessions, maybe you need to come see me more often.
That's crazy.
Oh my God. All right, y'all. Well, thank you so much for joining us on this episode, and we will be back with you in the next episode.
We're going to be talking about body code and how it can help change your life.
Yeah, I think we should do it like interview style a little bit, like we've done in the past with like EMDR.
Yeah.
So I can kind of ask you questions, and I'm sure our good friend Chat will help me come up with some.
All right, ladies.
We'll catch you next time.
Bye, bitches.
Hey, besties. If you love the chaos, the laughs, and the real talk, don't forget to hit the follow button. Subscribe, share, and tell your friends because bitches be cray, and you know you love it. New episodes drop every other Wednesday, so stay tuned and stay cray. Bye, bitches.